I'm your host, Stephen Vanover, here on the Sports Talk Line Network, where we talk sports 24/7, 365. It's time for the Cowboys NFL Draft Update, where we're going to take a look at what they may do, what their options are with the first pick of the 2020 NFL Draft. And hey, edge rusher has got to be heavy on their minds. On one side, they have All-Pro Demarcus Lawrence. On the other side, Robert Quinn took a hike. They got nobody because the options that they are looking at are both suspended. Their recently signed Aldon Smith, the 49ers player with the exceedingly long rep sheet, he's suspended. I mean, he's good. He has lots of off-field issues, but there's no doubting his on-field talent, except the fact he hasn't played in quite a few years. Another guy that hasn't played in quite a while is Randy Gregory. Again, no doubting his talent, but he's suspended because of the stupid rule that the NFL is continuing to enforce because he smoked some weed. He is suspended without pay and cannot come around the team. This is just whack. In the new CBA, they've decriminalized it. You can still be with the team, they're just going to fine you. But they're still keeping this guy outside, away from the team. Does Goodell have something against the Cowboys? I have to wonder. But regardless, let's go ahead and take a look at the options that the Dallas has at edge rusher for this year's 2020 NFL Draft. Here our man Chaisson from LSU is going to be taking and having to play against an inside handoff to the outside. And it's set up quite nicely here. The wide receiver slash tight end has already come across, give him a chip block. Number 67 right there in the spotlight. You can barely see Chaisson's helmet. Could engulf him, but ideally would like to chip him and get to the second level and leave the guard, which you can see with the red arrow there, that's going to come across to engage him, giving the running back 3 nice lanes to go drive down. So we're going to see what happens here and how the blocking sets up. And it's just like we thought. The running back has nice decision here because the offensive guard has engaged, got his body into the play, and he can bounce it to the outside, or he can cut it upfield. This play has come out quite nicely unless Chaisson can engage leverage and strength and put this play where it needs to be with him in control of the offensive lineman. Let's see what happens, and I think you're going to be pleased because as the spotlight comes down, that's exactly what happens. Look at this 45-degree angle he gets right there, standing the offensive lineman up, gets his hands on the inside. He's in total control of this play. The running back, he knows that this play is over. It's just a matter if it's going to end right there in the 25 or elsewhere. Let's see what happens and what Chaisson does with it. Look at that drive. He keeps that leverage, turns that 45-degree angle, puts that running back straight up, drives him 4 or 5 yards deep, and this from where the play started to where the play ended. Man, this is not setting the edge. This is destroying the edge, and this will get you drafted in the first round of the NFL. Can Chaisson diagnose a play on the run? Can he see what's in front of him and on the fly make the proper decisions to get to the point of attack and end the play, especially on the goal line? And we have a perfect example of just that. Here you'll see Chaisson out on the edge. And they're going to run the read option here. The QB and the running back going to do the quick fake right there. They're both going to float to the right, and he'll have the decision of flipping it out on him. Chaisson has to decide, do I come at the QB or do I float? He makes the right decision here. And he gets to the point of attack perfectly. Sets it up, keeps his eye on the running back, and the QB settles in, forcing a decision here. But the QB really has no decision at all. He's going to have to keep the ball. This QB almost thinks about flipping it. Chaisson closes on him with a lot of energy, almost gets separation between the ball carrier and the ball. That's what you want at any time on the goal line. Ooh, that's bonus points. So let's see what happens as the play moves on. And of course, just like we suspected, this guy can tackle. And he brings the ball carrier down. As we flip this play around, you'll see the way that he energetically explodes into here and tries to separate the ball from the ball carrier. This is what you want in the NFL. This is what is going to get you drafted in the first round on the NFL Draft Day coming up this Thursday. Can Chaisson get to the QB? Can he bring the heat? That's the question in the NFL when you live out on the edge. Let's look at a perfect example where Chaisson does just that. Here he's on the QB's blind side. Setting up, he's going to run a stunt, dip his shoulder, and get into the backfield quickly to make the pocket a very uncomfortable place for anyone holding the ball. As he gets to the point of attack here, we'll see his decision making. What does he do? Which direction does he go? Here he's going to make a hard dip with his right shoulder, showing excellent flexibility, getting low to the ground, and exploding into the back of the QB, using excellent tackling technique to bring him down and end the play. Look at it again, full speed. Not going to stop it for you this time, and see what happens for this kid as he does it. On game day, this is what this guy's bringing? Yeah, he's going to do pretty well in the NFL. First round. Dallas Cowboys, they're hoping it's the middle of the first round, and they've got a shot at it.